So, promise was fulfilled by Prime Minister Modi, and the possibilities of the unshrouding of the mystery surrounding the passing away of Netaji. And we have a special guest in our studio to talk about it. We have in our studio Renuka Malakar. She's the grand niece of Netaji herself. Thank you for joining us. What do you make of this step that the government has taken? It's taken decades for any government to come forward and say that we are going to open up what has been shrouded for so long. And how hopeful are you that the mystery surrounding Netaji's death will now be resolved?
Yeah, it's a fact that we've been waiting for 70 years for this truth to unravel. It's a great moment actually for us. It's almost like history has been created. When the Honorable Prime Minister met the Bose family members in October, he had promised, and he's delivered on his promise today. So it's a wonderful thing for all of us. There seems to be heading towards a direction of closure.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi released the digital copies of 100 files related to
I think in terms of what is there in the declassified files that have come out, it's very difficult to go through all those 100 right now. But what actually got our interest is that my grandfather, late Suresh Chandra Bose, had written a letter to Lal Bahadur Shastri saying, do you have any evidence and proof? And if you do, then let us know about this so-called alleged death of Netaji in the plane crash. And what is interesting is what I saw in the archives, at the National Archives, that there's a little note which was written by the then secretary saying, this letter may be ignored.
I see.
And then followed by that, there was another note below by the Joint Secretary, I think, and it said, that seems like the best option.
Why do you think the regime at that time wanted to ignore the letter? It didn't want certain facts to come out?
Well, I guess it leads and points to that direction. But, I mean, that's also a question that the whole nation will be asking. And it's very... It's very, very interesting that all these files will be out there in the public domain. It's not only very good for us who have been writing letters to every Prime Minister to release the, the classified documents, but I think it's a very interesting move in terms of people who are researching, the media, the press. It's out there. So there is no more hypothetical assumptions or questions. You can go there, you can see the documents, and I think the direction will be to move towards the facts and not just assumptions and something which has not factually been proven. Also, my grandfather had, immediately after the Shahnawaz Commission, written a dissentient report disagreeing with the fact that Netaji had died in the plane crash. And he had given evidences, he had written letters, he has given proof beyond doubt, actually.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's never been published. So there is a note that Suresh Chandra Bose dissented with the findings of this committee. So,
and does the family believe that if Netaji didn't die in that particular air crash on that particular day, what was his fate, and why has a shroud been kept over that?
So we do talk about it, but you know, we don't have that information. So there's a lot of guesswork happening. We have heard various versions, and I'm the third generation, so we've heard it from my parents, my mother and aunts and uncles. But I think there must have been some reason why this has been shrouded, and now this is a move to remove that shroud.
Right.
And I think some truth will emerge. Reasons why this was done will definitely emerge. And I think I would like to just be very hopeful and keep it positive. And
and if not these 100 files, then those 25 each month that have been promised. And also there's initiative to talk to other countries in the UK, in Russia, and Japan as well, you know, to get their secrets out as well, perhaps some intelligence files.
Yes, in fact, when the Prime Minister actually met us at that time, he had said we are going to talk to all the other countries where
that has been initiated.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's a all-rounded concerted effort, and I think it'll yield some results. So,
well, let's hope that the quest for truth, not just for the family but for the entire nation, bears fruit now that things are opening up. All these secrets are being unshrouded. All the best to you and the both families especially, and all the best to the nation as well. It needs to know the truth. Thanks for joining us
Thank you.
this
Jai Hind.
evening.